Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lorraine. What's up? Don't forget to click the subscribe button to join in on all the fun. Now in today's video, I'm going to be chatting Netflix Unorthodox. Yo, like that was such a good show.
And that's on period.
I mean, you know, we're all like watching all these shows on Netflix, and I just saw my two friends tweeting about it, and then I was like, I need to watch this. So Unorthodox is about a young woman that runs away from her Jewish community in New York and runs off to Berlin because she just didn't have a successful first year of marriage. And then the first episode opens up with her trying to leave that community and, you know, her arriving in Berlin. So what I'm going to chat about in this video is, first of all, what I thought was extremely in the show, and also what I just did not like. But like, even though I did not like it, it made the show really good because it evoked so many emotions. So yeah, I just thought I should talk about it. And obviously this will have some spoilers, so if you have not watched it, do not continue watching from here. Go watch it and then come back to this video and we can have like a young chat in the comment section. So yeah, stay tuned. So first of all, let me move back here. So first of all, I want to chat about the main character. Her name is, did I just forget the main character's name? Okay, first of all, I want to talk about the main character, Esty, who killed, well, the actress that played her killed that role. The name of the actress is Shira Haas, and oh my god, she played that role so well, in my opinion. Like, she, you know, pulled you into the story, and like the way she, you know, showcased all those emotions someone would be going through if they were in her situation. Just well played by her. And also she rocked that buzz cut like a champ. She looked fierce, she looked mad good. So yeah, I really enjoyed watching Shira Haas on the screen. I thought she did magnificently well. So yeah, she killed it. I'm gonna start off by chatting about things that I was like, what is going on? Like, things that just like made my blood boil. And like, the first thing that comes to mind is Yankee's mother. Oh my goodness, Yankee's mother pissed me the fuck off. Oh my god, like, but also just Yankee in the situation as well, because here's this full-grown man and who's basically being babied in a whole ass marriage. Like, if you're going to say my mother this, my mother that, don't get married. Just stay home with your mother and, you know, live your life, and don't drag some like beautiful lady into it and like always be saying my mother this, my mother that. I think it just reminded me of like how mothers baby their sons so much, and the fact that she was like so involved in their marriage. I was like, but like, where do you enter? Like, udikena guy, like, your son is married, let him deal with his marriage the way, not that he even had a way, because everything he just ran to his mother. So just that whole dynamic, it was just, in my opinion, I just thought it was mad wild, because how are you a full-grown ass man involving your mother in every issue that you have in your marriage? In an incredibly unhealthy way, in my opinion. So like, all those interactions, I was like, wild. And then we find out, like, in like episode 3 or 2 or whatever, that the mother was the one that told her son to get a divorce. So now when they find out that ST is gone and like, you know, doesn't want to be, you know, married anymore, they're all acting like, oh my god, where did she go? Oh my god, she cannot embarrass this family like that. And then you find out that he asked for a divorce, and you're like, but why are you mad though? Why you why are you mad though? Like, and like, if they're mad because obviously that's bringing shame onto their family. I don't, in my opinion, feel like they had any kind of concern for Esty. It was more of like the image it portrayed on their family, that Yankee's wife ran away, and it looked bad, you know what I mean? Because the whole time they never mentioned to anyone that Yankee asked for a divorce. It just comes out later that, hey, you know, you wanted out, homeboy, so why all the fuss? And like, the biggest fuss comes in when they find out she's pregnant, and you're like, oh, okay, so now because she's pregnant, it's like, whoa, now we need to find Esty. And I'm like, okay, fair enough, you want to be a part of your child's life, but her value or the concern for her just like shot up because they found out she was pregnant. And I'm like, man, I was just like watching this and like, I was like, y'all are mad, y'all are moving mad. Anyway, let's move on from that. Another thing that another character that just like rubbed me the wrong way was Moeshe, and he was played by Jeff Wilbushk. I hope I'm saying that correctly. He played that character well, because I didn't like him as a person, because I was like, but why are you moving mad though? Like, you are here on the Berlin streets and you're moving mad. Like, the way he busted into Esty's mother's house, or he didn't even bust in, the way he was just like, you know, handling the situation, not even with just Esty's mother, but with the piano teacher. I was like, yo, this man, he's moving mad. Like, he's actually moving mad. Like, I was like, someone needs to call the cops on him, because he clearly does not know how to act. That scene where he gave, what scene was I like? This was me when it was the scene where he dragged her. Guys, so they found Esty in Berlin, and he dragged her off the street into some like, park in Berlin, and then just started telling this mad story about a man that like now lives in New York that owns a bakery, I think. And he was like, all of a sudden, homie pulls out a gun. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. Dead ass. Cut the cameras. I was like, so when did we like go from a conversation to a gun being brought out all of a sudden? And like, he gives it to her and he's like, oh, you're gonna wanna use it. Now, his character kind of threw me off a little bit, because one, he ran away from the community and then he came back, which is whatever. So he, out of all people, should understand why Esty would want to leave. So for me, it was like, wouldn't you have more compassion or more empathy? But what I've come to the realization is that the reason why he was moving mad and so like overly angry and like just doing the most with Esty is because he failed. So he failed outside of the Jewish community or the Orthodox community. So now he's projecting all that failure onto Esty and saying, oh no, you think you're gonna, you know, live better than what you would in our community, you're wrong, you're gonna fail, you're gonna like come crawling back. And it's like, mate, that's what happened to you. That's what happened to you. And he was like mad projecting onto her. That was wild. Moeshe was a wild character. Anyway, let's move on to another thing that I thought, like, I chuckled because I just couldn't believe it happened. The scene where Esty runs away from the restrooms where she had just finished playing piano for her, you know, her newfound friends in Berlin. And she's upset because one of them told her she just doesn't have what it takes. She's upset. She's in the streets of Berlin at night and she's like full on crying. She sees a telephone and she's like, you know, calls her grandmother because her grandmother was the person that she was most close with and had the biggest connection in that community. And that's who raised her as well, because at that time in the episode, all we knew about Esty's mother, that she ran away. So now, guys, like running down her, like baby girl couldn't breathe. and she's like, grandmama, like, oh my god, there's a lot happening, I don't know what to do. hangs up on her, guys. I was watching this with Jerry, and I think it was just so shocking. Jerry burst out into laughter, and I was just like, yo, guys, like, mad, like, full on, like, hangs up the phone on her and walks away. Now, I was just like, so I spoke to Augustine about this. And she was like, she full on cried when that happened. And I was like, okay, that's a bit dramatic. But yo, that scene was just like, imagine like you're just going through the most, and the one person you trust to be there for you regardless hangs up the phone on you when you're like asking for some sort of like comfort. Mad things, guys. Like, that was mad. Anyway, but I guess like the way I understood it was just like the grandmother, I don't know, like I'm trying to think like what could have been the reason that the grandmother would have done that. And I guess it would just be like speaking to someone who, brought shame to her, and it was kind of like, I'm not dealing with this. Or it could have been like disbelief, like she did not believe that she was speaking to Esty, and it was just like, well, this is too much to handle. But if you have your own theories, guys, please comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys thought, because we need to chat about this a little bit more. Yeah, that was wild. Now I'll chat about like some of my favorite things about the show. One of my favorite things about Esty was her, and I really found this so admirable, is that she knew how to stick up for herself. You know what I mean? So she came from a community where maybe, judging from like the show itself, a community where women's like opinions and what they thought and what they wanted to do wasn't like highly valued, or it wasn't really listened to or taken seriously. But even in that, she knew how to stand up for herself. Even coming from a community like that. For example, when she walks in on the friends that she made in Berlin, she walks into one of the classes and they're talking about her, and she full on says, hold up, I'm not a baby making machine. Baby girl, get it right, that's not me. And like, you could just see her strength. Like she had her own mind, and she had her own thoughts and opinions, and you weren't just going to like push her around. And which is why I feel like her marriage with Yankee didn't work out, is because Yankee wanted someone he could tell what to do, whereas I don't think Esty was that type of girl. She had her own, way of thought and what she wanted to do. And like, I really loved that about her. And just, her courage to like full on move, like continents, like she was like I'm out. I really like that about the main character Esty. Another thing I really enjoyed was the scene where they're in the club, and she's like having fun, and Moisha's watching them and she doesn't know, but she's having fun. She's experiencing all these new things, and the friends that she's made have made her very comfortable in experiencing these things, like judgment free, more like make your own decision, let's have fun. If you want to be here, let's do it. And then she leaves with that tall guy. I can't remember his character's name, but it was played by Aaron Alvarez. And they go, back to Reds and get their freak on. I enjoyed that because it was from what I saw, it was the first time she's ever experienced romance and sensuality and the caress of a man's touch when having sex, whereas Yankee used to like climb on top of her like he was hiking. Where's the lie though? Like, did you guys see how he like so I was so happy for her. I was like, yes, get it in, get yours, girl. So yeah, I really enjoyed that scene. But I was like, yo, Yankee is not going to be please do when he hears this. But yeah, that was a dope scene. What else did I like? I really liked the bit at the end when she was singing her song. The song, I think it's the song she used to sing with her grandmother. Is it? The one that she sang in Yiddish. I just thought that was so beautiful. The way, like, from beginning to end. Really loved it. It's a yes from me. But all in all, I thought it was like a really good show. I really thought it was a good show. And not I would actually like to see the lead. So I keep forgetting her name, which is why I keep going on my phone. Shira Haas. I would like to see her in other things. I thought it was like, I'd really like her as an actress. But yeah, well done to Netflix. I think it's a Netflix original, but well done to Netflix and the writers and, you know, the story people. Like, it was a solid project. And I'm hoping, I'm about to say if you haven't watched it, watch it, but like I've just ruined it. So yeah, if you have any more Netflix movies, shows that you want me to watch, link them down below. Don't say Tiger Man or whatever the hell it is, because I've been told about that one and I'm still, you know, I'm thinking about watching it. But yeah, until next time, bye.